Okay, Monday Night Football. This was last night's game. The Eagles defeat the Giants 27-7. This was a scrappy game. Bradford continues to struggle, throwing 3 interceptions. One of them was a big miscommunication. I'm not sure if that was on Sam Bradford's part or Riley Cooper's part. I think it was on Cooper. Cooper should have kept running. But either way, Bradford, an ugly game, kind of similar to Eli Manning. He had 2 interceptions. One of them was a pick 6. This Eagles defense, give them credit. Walter Thurman continues to play well. Nolan Carroll plays well. He has a pick 6 in this game, as I mentioned. The Eagles' front 7 is doing well. They transitioned to a 4-3. A lot of 4-3 looks in this game from the Eagles. They're typical 3-4 base, but they applied a lot more pressure with the 4-3. They had 3 sacks on Eli Manning, a couple more quarterback hurries. They did a good job for the most part up front.
Yeah, I give credit to the Eagles playing really good defense. Eli Manning finally became Eli Manning again for the first time this season. Let's see, Eli Manning, 24 of 38, 189, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. It's not going to cut it, especially against a team like the Eagles with a high-powered offense. You saw this high-powered offense finally get going in the running game. That's what they've needed this year. DeMarco Murray finally over 100 yards. 22 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, that's what they needed to do. They needed to get back on track and run the football, and they did so well. He averaged 5 yards per carry in that touchdown. A lot of those yards were in the second half, a majority of them. Ryan Matthews slowly getting more and more involved in the offense. I think he fits this offense better than Murray does, Ryan Matthews. But he had 9 carries for 40 yards. Murray definitely fitting, slowly trying to adapt into this offense. He was a shotgun running back in college, but the NFL is not college, not the NCAA. But good game for the Eagles. Riley Cooper, 3 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown, including a long ball to start off the second half. The Giants, rather, though, that their only points came from the first drive of the game, and then other than that, the Eagles' defense did a phenomenal job. It was a scrappy game, though, both back and forth. I think there was like 7 turnovers in this game.
Yeah, it was definitely a scrappy game. All right, so we got to move into Week 7. So we're going to have to go through this rundown pretty quick, Matt. We're going to start with Seahawks at Niners. Who do you have in this one?
Seahawks on Thursday Night Football. They're going to get back on track.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks in this one, too. I predict Kaepernick will throw a few picks, and Russell Wilson will lead the Seahawks to a victory. Looking forward for the Seahawks. Do you think their playoff hopes are in a big pitfall right here?
They need to get back on track. They need to get to 3-4. I think they just got to take it one game at a time. I don't think they're out of the division, no, or the wild card for that matter.
Yep. Moving on, we have Bills at Jaguars. I'm going Bills in this one. Who do you have, Matt?
Bills. They got to get back on track. They win. They go to 4-3.
Yep. So now next game we have Buccaneers at Redskins. Who do you have in this one?
This could be like a 10-9 game. I'm going to go Redskins.
Redskins. I'm saying it's going to be a bad game from Winston again. So moving on, we have Falcons at Titans.
Falcons. I think Mettenberger is going to have to start due to the injury to Mariota. Mettenberger, not a terrible quarterback, but not a good one. The Falcons get back on track after that loss to the Saints.
Yep, I'm going Falcons in this one, though I'm predicting them to get back on track too. I think Matt Ryan and Julio Jones will connect and have a phenomenal game. I just don't see how the Titans are going to be able to keep up with that offense. Next, we have Saints at Colts. Should be a good game.
Yeah, it should be. But I think the Colts are going to win this game. The Saints have been so inconsistent.
Yeah, definitely.
As the Colts have been too, but I mean, I expect them to win.
Colts are starting to come around. Luck's back, finally starting to get his groove. I'm going Colts in this one too. Vikings at Lions.
Should be a tough game. This could be another low-scoring one somewhere in the area of like 14-7, something like that. I'm going to go Vikings, though.
Vikings, I think Bridgewater bounces back after his last game. I think Peterson gets going. I don't see that Lions defense stopping Peterson at all. All right, so moving on, we have the Steelers at the Chiefs. I'm going to go Steelers.
Yeah, I'm going to go Steelers, too. The Chiefs have nothing going for them at this point right now.
Nothing going. Without Charles, their offense is dead. All right, so we have Browns at Rams. This one will actually be a good game, in my opinion. What are you thinking here?
Yeah, this is an interesting game, and if you're really kind of just a typical football fan, you're not going to look at this game and have any interest in it. But no, this should be a good game. I'm going to go Browns, though. I think they're playing better. They should have beat Denver, but I'm going to go Cleveland here. I'm
going to go the Rams, just the way their defense has played this year. They've been phenomenal on that D-line, that secondary. I think McCown's going to struggle in this one. I think the Rams are going to pull it off. All right, our next game is Texans at Dolphins.
Hey, Dolphins are playing good football. They just defeated the Titans 38-10. Texans have been, talk about inconsistent. They've been one of the most inconsistent teams. But I'm going to go Dolphins.
I'm going Dolphins in this one, too. I think that Texans game right there, you're going up against Jaguars that they just won. Bortles played bad. I don't think you're going to get the same type of performance out of Tannehill. Tannehill's not going to be throwing 3 picks to that Texans defense, especially with that secondary. I'm going Dolphins.
Yeah, he should carve them up.
Next, we have Jets at Patriots, probably the most intriguing game of this week.
Yeah, I'll definitely be watching this one. I'm going to go Jets, though, as I mentioned earlier on the show. I know I'll be pulling for them.
I'm going to go Jets in this one. I think Brady's going to struggle with that front 3, front 4 of the Jets. I think that secondary is going to hold up. I'm thinking Jets in this one. It's all on Fitzpatrick if he turns the ball over too much or if he plays clean football.
Yeah, that front 4 with Sheldon Richardson, Leonard Williams, Quentin Coples, they have a good front 4.
Yep. I think Darrelle Revis has been playing phenomenal too. Not many have been talking about him. He's had a great season.
No, yeah, quietly he's put together a good season. Solid performances. His first 5 games or whatever, 6 games. 5 games they had a bye, I believe.
All right, Raiders at Chargers.
Got to go with the upset, man. I got to think the Raiders, after having 2 weeks, they need this game badly, as the Chargers do. But the Raiders cannot fall 2-4. I think they're gonna be okay. I think they're gonna get to 3-3 here. Just having the preparation, 2 weeks of preparation to prepare for the Chargers. They really should have won that game against Denver. I expect the offense to bounce back and them to get this victory.
I'm going Chargers in this one. The way they played against Green Bay, they finally got things going on offense. The way they ran that short passing game seems to be working with them. I think they got to get the run game going. This might be the game to finally get that going. I think the Raiders' biggest weakness this year has been their secondary. I think that's going to be exploited in this game.
Yeah, that certainly has been their weakness is the secondary, that back end.
Yeah, so moving on, we have Cowboys at Giants. No Romo.
Got to go Giants here. They played poor football last night. I think they're going to be able to beat the Cowboys, though, at home. Possibly, maybe even getting Des Bryant back.
Yeah, I think the Giants have got this one, too. I mean, you've seen the Cowboys play without Romo, without Des Bryant. It's definitely shown the need to keep Romo around. So I'm going to go Giants in this one. And the last game on Sunday night, it is Eagles at Panthers. Another great game this week. I'm going to have to say Panthers. The way they played against Seattle, they look pretty good. Their defense looks like they're playing phenomenal. Their defense has shown to be elite this year. And the way Cam Newton's been playing, he's been adjusting to defenses. He's been playing with adversity. And I just see Bradford having another repeat bad performance for the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to need better quarterback play, and I just don't think they're going to get it against the Panthers. I'm going to go Panthers here, too.
And Monday Night Football, we have Ravens at Cardinals. Does not look like it will be a good game.
Yeah, at this point, the way the Ravens are playing, they're in trouble. I'm going to go Cardinals here. I expect them to bounce back and get to 5-2.
Yep, I'm going Cardinals to look for Flacco to struggle against that secondary.
Certainly. I think they'll bounce back, too.
Yep. All right, so I believe that does it for this week's coverage of games, our postseason predictions. So this is the Pieczynski Kerns Sports Show. You can follow Matt on his SoundCloud show. What's your show's name again, Matt?
The Matt Kerns Show. It's on SoundCloud. just put in a quick search for it, it'll pop out.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Look for our next episode coming out next week.
All right, Ben. Thanks for having me.
Welcome, Matt. All right, guys.